right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist at the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship. And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. A near-perfect combination of boxing ability and technique. Few guys have been able to hold up when it comes to this guy's boxing acumen, and he'll be trying to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. And what really has helped him is his ability to defend takedowns. It discourages his opponents from shooting on him. So then they are forced to stand in the boxing range. No one manages distance better. No one understands getting in range and then out of range better than this guy. And the moment you're stuck there, you are a lame duck. He is going to find you. He's a sniper. The jab always lifts the chin, the right hand follows, and if you are able to withstand that, you got to watch for everything coming after it. And I love watching him land that beautiful left body shot as he ends a lot of his combinations.
Yeah, and we talk so much about his offense, but his defense as a boxer, right? The head's never on the center line. It's almost like his head's detached from his body. Truly a sight to behold. We'll see if he can put forth another shining performance here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds. Fighting out of Kanagawa, Japan, Butcher. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Dynamite. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee. Ready? So here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
All right, here we go, early round 1. We talk about wrestling being a great equalizer in MMA, but length and reach is another one. He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it tonight. You
have got to be born with it, right? You don't get taller. When you're a tall guy, you have to understand, make your skill set match your physical abilities. And this guy has done this tremendously.
Oh, beautiful counter with the punch there, and certainly making good use of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, doing a great job here defensively, and you've got to be of sound defensive mind to set up your counter shots. He is certainly feeling it in this round. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right.
Beautiful punch.
These guys throwing early. All right, single collar tie now. Big left hook coming, it's blocked.
Again, back into this position. That right hand landed.
Just out of range with that left hook.
Right where he wants to be, in the clinch.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Nice punch there.
Goes upstairs for an elbow.
One of the most important strikes in the clinch is this big body shot.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Oh, single collar tie here. Muay Thai plump. 2 minutes have gone by here, round one. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Couple of uppercuts there for good measure. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Well, at this point, he is really timing things out well. It looks like he'll try to set up another combination of counter strikes here. He'll try to bait his opponent in and ultimately use that over-aggressiveness against him.
Nice punch, man.
Bleeding from his cheek now. Oh, clipped him with the overhand. Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process, I would think.
It's very taxing to be chest to chest, a position we call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage. Who's gonna be the one to find that one little area that they can expose to give them the slightest advantage?
Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Way to control the posture of your opponent. Rotate him and then throw that big elbow around the guard. Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Right hand on point. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Big, powerful punch land. Now we get back to range.
All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find yourself in this situation, what do you do to get out of it?
Anytime it's very tough, anytime you're chest to chest and you have nowhere to go, I think to myself, underhook. Whoever's winning the underhook is winning the clinch battle.
Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all the fighting.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
Single collar tie now. Back and forth we go! And he landed the right hand there. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better.
Remember the combos we worked at the gym. Double jab, cross, hook to the body, hook to the head. Remember? 1-1.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, second round is underway. Your thoughts on what we saw over the first 5 minutes?
I saw a very competitive round. It was very strategic. Expect these guys to really pick it up as we go forward in this fight. Ooh, what a punch.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Loads up on the right hand and lands. All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances. A lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead. I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there.
That was slipped in. Nice strike.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Misses with that punch. Again, they clinch. The 1-2 punch is true. Got the single collar tie. Oh, and he countered him there with a beautiful straight right hand. Just misses with a left hook there. Oh, man, snapped his head back with the uppercut there.
You can see him throw his entire body into that uppercut.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Good punch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Eats the elbow there. Lands with the right hand. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Yes, you heard him in the last round. Same exact one.
Right hand punch to the clinch.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Oh, nice slip there. It sounds simple, right? Hit and don't get hit, but this guy's defense has been sharp tonight.
Cat and mouse. You gotta play cat and mouse. Hit and don't get hit. He does a great job of that.
Oh, collar tie. Ooh! Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Flush right hand is true. Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess. How good is that right hand? Just out of range with that right hook. Big power shot there. All right, single collar tie now.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head. Nice.
All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, that's a good right hand. And he continues to work the body here. Oh, how many more uppercuts can he take?
He loaded up on it right there, too.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Oh, nice connection by him there with the right hand.
The right hand is the dominant hand, and you can see how well he throws it. Great punch.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, single collar tie here. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight, and we're still so evenly matched, and the fight has been so close to this point.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Ooh, blocks the shot. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Nice 1-2 there.
straight punch lands.
Head strikes. Oh, that straight punch was useful, champ.
Multiple times he's used this punch to get to the target.
And now he goes with the combination of punches to the head, potentially some concussive damage there.
I mean, absolutely concussive damage. Landing all those strikes to the head. He's very accurate, he's very fast, and he has a real confidence every time he throws his punches.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. Just missing on the uppercut there.
That's a big strike right there.
Back and forth we go here. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it, John.
Single collar tie now. Oh, nice straight there. I guess that's the quickest way to the target, right? Just throw straight.
Straight down is always best. Big punch land.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Just missed with the left there. Oh, slips and then rips. Beautifully done. Counters with the left hook. Nicely done there. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
Not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks. Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Nice job with that follow-up shot as well. That punch no good. Oh, man, that cut is nasty. Left hook counter there yet again. Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by the board.
I mean, it's almost over. Right now, he's got to start throwing everything he can find at his opponent and hope. Fantastic.
And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country. Nice punch lands over the top.
Unable to connect with a right hook. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful counter jab upstairs for him there. He's got the reach advantage, and that certainly helped him in that exchange. Final seconds of the fight. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest with 9:28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Dynamite!
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.